Hey guys, good morning, good morning. I'm going to move this a tiny bit. We can see all of the quilt there. And we'll visit and chat a little bit before we start talking about important stuff. And honestly, I don't have a ton of important stuff to talk about today. It's the end. It's like, we're done, woohoo!
Finale.
Well, we're done with the quilt along. I know a lot of people are still working on theirs. We've had some people that have joined in just the last week or so. And so it's not over, but I'm going to be done because we've got other stuff to work on. Mom, how's your morning? I'm sorry.
I've had a good morning.
Good.
Yeah, it's like it's not over because your quilt's not finished yet. The videos that we'll be doing, we're through with those, but there'll still be plenty of ladies out there sharing and enjoying and commenting and just looking forward to seeing what everyone else is doing. I've been amazed, absolutely amazed at the variety of the look of everybody's quilts. I mean, it's the same pattern. We're all doing the same pattern, but there are no two that look exactly alike, and it's just amazing to me. It's blown my mind.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Also, we appreciate and love everybody. Guys, I'm not going to have the bag pattern today. Number one, you can't complain because it's a free pattern. But number two, I did not want to just throw myself under a bus to try to get it done. And so it's not done. We went yesterday and celebrated my daughter's birthday at my sister's house. Instead of me sitting and writing. Plus, I'd have to write it. This is my excuse. I did not get done with orders until 1:00. That would have given me like 6 hours to write a pattern and make a bag and send it to my mom and have her proofread it and double check it and then get it typed up and ready. So thank y'all for being patient and understanding.
Something to look forward to.
Also, I did not want to run into the issue of the cutting directions and having to send out about 10 copies of it and having confusion with that. So can you hand me the bag, Mom?
Yes.
It is going to be a really easy pattern. If you've done bags, you may look at this and say, I can throw that together. The one thing I do want to focus on and get taken care of is making sure that trying to do a binding around an outer edge, especially on this corner when you've got something that's also not a binding. So I was taking some time to try to get that finished out in my brain. But I promise it'll be fun. I'm excited because the next sample that I get to do is I had 2 blocks left over from when we did our black and tan sample. And I'm going to put those 2 together and I'm going to get that back to Jen.
Oh, how fun.
We get to see Jen Kingwell at the Moda Retreat in June or July. We'll say that. And just as a thank you for her, she does a lot of hard work and we appreciate her. And I thought she'd like a Wensleydale bag. So, and if not, she can, I don't know, give it to her daughter or somebody. Anyways, also, last week I did not see any statistics information on my phone. This week I am seeing that people have joined, but again, there are not any comments popping up. So I apologize. Guys, if you're saying hi and hello, I promise I did go back this morning and read through all the comments and see what slow connection. And see what I could do and get caught up on stuff. But if you're trying to communicate, I apologize. It's very one-ended. And I went to get the tablet, and it was not charged for some reason. It stays plugged into the register, and who knows? That's fine. Well, and like I said, there's not really a lot to instruct or talk about this week. So I did get mine finished. My mom also got hers finished. It's behind this one. I'll talk for a little bit and then we can take it down. 2 things that I did notice when I was tearing the papers off of the backs of my blocks. I did have a little short, tiny thread stitch, my stitch length. there was some issue with my tension that I did not realize until I'd finished all the blocks and started tearing papers, because on those where the corners after this rectangle, and you get these little the corner here and the corner here, where you've got a straight line that crosses over your stuff. When I was ripping papers, every so often I didn't clip my threads because I didn't want to take the end of that one. If I clip my threads and then pull against it, it's possible that it would pop that seam out. So I had long threads, and when I went to tear the papers off, every so often I would catch a thread, and there were a couple times it literally pulled the entire thread out. So the tension on my machine was wonky. It's also from 1952, so I can't complain about it, but I had to be real careful. A couple of times I started at the center and ripped out instead of trying to go from one side and ripping it. Slow connection. Ripping it away from that. I did not talk a lot about how to take the papers off. I just said, here's the step, and you just take your papers off. I guess there is a little bit of a trick to it. Even with a tight stitch, and if we've got that tiny thread, there's not as much perforation on that paper, so it's possible you may need to fold it back and like crease it so that you've got a little bit more of a definition for it, because and it was probably just my tension. I wasn't able to rip it this away. So if you take it and fold it and kind of crease that line, you should be able to kind of take it off like that. So if anybody has pointers on papers, let us know on that.
Yeah.
Did you have issues, Mom?
No, and I replied to somebody's post, so it's not easy to find. I did a little video that I had seen a lady that she said to pull this way instead of up when she pulled them out. And I'd used the small stitch and the thin thread. And I guess without thinking, I did tend to fold it up and run my finger along it, and then I would lay it back down flat and just pull it out. Most of mine came out easy peasy. I was amazed at how easily it came out. I can see if you had used a heavier thread or if you had used a longer stitch that there wouldn't be as much perforation to the paper. It might take a little longer, but I didn't have any trouble with it. Maybe it's ignorance is bliss, because I had never done it before. This was my first time.
You're just like, oh, tear them off. Okay. There we go. So yeah, just keep a watch out for that. If anybody else has issues, also make sure that you are sewing beyond where the line stops on the block. Because if you do stop right at where the corners meet, if your thread stops right there and you go to pull it, you're going to start getting up into your stitch points there. So that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I started out just sewing exactly to the intersection, because I started before she told us to go a little into the. I'm not the only one, I'm sure.
That's okay.
And I did notice when I got to those that it was a little wonkier to get off right at the intersection, because it didn't hold it as well. Anyway.
Yeah, because that extra fabric just doesn't quite know what to do with.
Yeah. It tended to move because it wasn't sewn down anywhere.
Also, we did update. We did restock the Tilda bundles here, and then we restocked my mom's bundles because both of those had sold out. We do have just a handful of the Ruby Star, and I will restock those when I get the chance. But going into the holiday season, especially, I did not want for somebody to be looking for it and it be out and then get discouraged. And so those did get restocked. I spent a full day restocking all of those and cutting fabrics.
Yeah.
I'm glad that everyone appreciates. I've seen several comments of that people are glad that we've done this. They appreciate, and I appreciate that you appreciate the work that goes into this. Because once it's not just pulling fabrics and cutting fabrics. Once that's done, I have to take the 2.5 yards of all 62 of those fabrics out of inventory, so that when somebody goes to buy a fabric that they love, if I've cut Wensleydales, then it's it's gone, and so we have to take it out of inventory, and then I have to mark it off on the computer. There's a lot of extra steps. There's a lot of TV magic that happens. And then there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
So we slow connection. I do appreciate that everybody has been happy and encouraging and has enjoyed this. So it does make a difference. So I sat last night. I had 3 rows to finish. And like I said, I did get mine completed. And I like it. I don't think that I'm going to say it's my favorite just because I pulled an entire rainbow from the Tilda collection. So it's got a little bit of every color. It's got the purples and the pinks, which I don't typically work with. And she does pink pinks. She doesn't do like corally pinks. I can handle a coral. I really do like the kind of a dusty rosy pink, but these are definitely pink. But I do love it. And I also made sure, I think I saw a comment or somebody, anyways, I did not put a lot of lights. I did not put a lot of light fabrics in it because a lot of those light fabrics are like they're reorderables. The tiny star and the paint dot. I tried to not put as many of the reorderable fabrics in there because I want for this to be, I'm not going to say heirloom, but I want for this to be something really special for you guys. So a lot of these prints, once these prints are gone, they're gone. You can't get those again. And I want for you to remember and look at your quilt and be like, I remember that fabric. That fabric doesn't exist anymore, but I've got some of it here in this quilt. So I did really enjoy getting to pick all of the whole range of color of this stuff from theirs. But it was definitely a challenge to do. My mom also got hers done, and I've got it pinned up here behind me. So I'm going to jump up. Mom, talk about your quilt a little bit.
Well, I was surprised that I did finish it. When the whole thing started, it was like, 62 of those. And my very first one took me an hour to do one block, a little over an hour. And I thought, I'll never get this done. And I decided I had to be systematic about it because I tend to jump in and work and wear myself out. Kind of like the hare and the tortoise. I want to run like the hare. And then I'm so tired I have to stop and take a nap, and then I get behind. So I did 3 blocks a day. That was if I got 3 blocks done, I was done. I could straighten up the room and go, fix supper or do the laundry or whatever. So I didn't get behind with my housework, and I didn't get behind with the quilt. So this is mine.
Turn around and look at it.
Oh, I haven't seen it actually. Oh, you quilted it.
I got it quilted for you.
Oh, my goodness. What a surprise.
She was not expecting that.
Oh, I think they could probably tell.
I think that you leaned off camera, so.
Okay. Yeah, but you heard me squealing.
Yeah, I think you leaned up camera, so there won't be a big gasp. Yeah, and you cannot tell from this photo. But I did wake up this morning. My husband, sharing personal information, if those of you that do not know, my husband is on the police force here in Benton. He's on patrol. He's the patrol lieutenant. And so he is on days this month. And so he wakes up and gets out the door at 5:30.
Whoa.
So I crawled out of bed about 6 o'clock and played my phone and was like, you know what? I could go downstairs to do something important. So I did, and we got this done. So it's a really, really simple design, but I know you're going to love it.
Yeah.
I will say, Mom, there are a couple places that I put a pin, and it's because it may have been the ones where you started and stopped at the points that the thread pulled a little bit out.
Okay.
And so that seam is open a tiny bit.
Okay.
And I did not have time to hand stitch it, but I think there was 2 or 3. So there's pins in it, and you'll just have to whip stitch it when you get it home. But
oh, wow. I thought it was going to belong to the shop.
I mean, you picked it out. It's yours. So also, guys, my mom comes and works tirelessly and will not let me give her money so
my daughter.
I know, but still. So yes, this is your quilt. You got to pick the colors. Now, every time we go to a show and have to hang up Wensleydale, you get to bring it with you, but.
Oh, okay. I don't mind. I'll have to wash it and get the dog hair off.
Well, that's why I let you pick colors that you wanted, because this is yours.
Oh, wow.
I would have made you do a Christmas one if it was up to me. But.
I'll do a Christmas one for the shop.
So I am excited. We are going to, at some point next year, I don't know that we'll do a Wensleydale quilt along every single year, but I will I will try to release like a new bundle. I may get excited and release a bunch of them. And anyways, so I want to do, there's going to be a Halloween one that we will release, and there will be a Christmas one that we release
next year
at some point.
Yeah.
I want to do just a blue and white one, which is going to be amazing because Tilda has got a new fabric line coming out, and not this release, but the next release that's all blue and whites. I want to do a red and white one. That's not technically Christmas. Christmas will be like red and green. So I want to do a red and white one, but there's options.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Those of you who are following along and keeping up, looking at everybody's quilts on the Facebook group, one lady has already done a Christmas one with the Tilda Christmas. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then some vintage Christmas that she had as well.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
I think I commented when I saw that because I was like, that was my idea. It was not my idea. There's nothing new under the sun. But I think that Anna is doing a great job, and I really
it's gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
Really is.
So I think that's it. I don't know what else to talk about, and because I can't see what people are saying or asking, it's hard to know what else to talk about and just kind of wrap up. I feel like we're just what's on the talking into the void. We're getting excited, and because we know y'all are excited too, because we see your posts.
Yeah, I was going to see if we could see
your volume down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably down. Oh, we can see your comments on my phone. We can't see them here.
Julie, Halloween. Oh, slow connection. Yeah, Halloween. We've got you covered. So I've actually saved because Fig Tree came out with her.
Oh,
she always does the Agatha Road, and I think that's a follow up to another Hallows Eve, maybe Hallows something. Oh, I'm with the dog. Oh, so I've actually saved some of those prints. Specifically for that. I have to go get the dog. She wanted to go outside and then she wouldn't come back in, and now she's on the front porch. So Mom, you get to talk about stuff. Is there a Wensleydale that you want to do?
Oh gosh.
A colorway.
The lady who did I'm horrible with names, so y'all forgive me. The lady who did the one that was in the shades of green, and it was not a scrappy, it was that one just blew my mind and blew me away. So I would love to do one that is a structured colorway. And I know she used some kind of like a minky on the back, and I'm wondering if all of those blocks have the same outside color that's the same as, I'm hoping maybe it's the minky too, because I love cuddly things too. So that would be great to have something that was soft and cuddly on both sides. So that's one that caught my eye. And then the ones that the ladies are using shades of blacks and whites and grays, and then doing one pop of color right in the middle. That one caught my eye too. I know I told one lady, or I posted somewhere on there, it's like I finished it, but I just got really good at sewing. I said, I feel like I need to do another one right away just to ingrain the process a little better in my mind. So I might do a throw size instead of a full size quilt. But anyway, yes, lots of inspiration, lots of things that I've made notes that I want to do in the future.
Yeah. Side note, if you get a booklet, you can easily do a half size. You can do 2 half sizes because you'll have 30 for each quilt. If you can do 5 across and 6 down. So 2 of the samples that we have are the 5x6, and I was able to get two from that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, several of the ladies posted too that they do it where you fold back the paper and then just sew carefully along the fold using an edge stitch foot. And in that case, you could make as many as you wanted.
Yeah.
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 So
I was tempted to try the templates at some point because those I was reading a comment this morning about starching, and those of you that do like to starch, that would be easy to I lost my train of thought. With if you like starching, doing the templates would be great because you can do the starching, and then when you cut, you've got your bias edges, but they're already starched and everything. So
yeah,
it was much. I will say it was much easier this go around, taking the papers off before I sewed the quilt together. I don't know what in the world. I think I Googled and it said you have to leave the papers on, and that was the first comment or the first AI. So I just left them on there. But
yeah,
I've enjoyed it, and I hope that everybody else gets excited. I mean, I'm excited now just looking at them up on the wall. That I'm also like, oh, I want to do this. Let's do this next. But we have got our holiday open house this coming weekend. So this weekend is not. It's why is it always when you want to do something, you have other responsibilities? Life, right? Life, real world problems. Is that what they say?
yeah.
So we're prepping for the holiday open house, but I am excited to get, as soon as we can get some more stuff going. I talked about it a little bit last time. We will do a shooting star quilt along next year, and we will do her, Trentham at some point.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? Do you want to talk some more? I'm gonna go get a book. I'll be right back.
Yeah, when she said Trentham, I thought, I know I saw the picture of it in the Gathered book by Jen Kingwell, but my mind was immediately trying to think, but what exactly did it look like? I don't remember. She's going to go get the book so we can both see what it looks like. It's just amazing to me. And if any of y'all have watched, and I'm sure y'all watched Jen Kingwell on videos and stuff where she is, but she is the most amazing down-home person. When we were at Houston and we got to just, meet her, Laura took her book over to be signed, our shop book, and she came back with it signed. She was all excited. And then Jen shows up in our booth and she said, "Why didn't you tell me who you were?" And Laura goes, "What would make me think you knew who I was?" But she knew who Laura was based on Laura's Wensleydale tutorial on YouTube. And she was just the most personal, just like you and me. Well, like me, I can talk to anyway. It was wonderful. And so getting to see her again and getting to be involved with her projects, the Wensleydale, and then she's got the papers for the Trentham.
Yeah, I can't find my book, but so this is what the block looks like. So this is like an actual row of the quilt, and it's kind of an offset
chevron.
It's a chevron, but when it goes together, it's and they don't have the full layout in here. But this is the block. This is the actual block size. So it'll be an easy. We are going to math it out. I think the Gathered book tells you, like, on average how much yardage or meters that you're going to need for that. And again, this one is going to be scrappy, that you can just do dark centers. You can alternate it. You can actually do it like a chevron where you've got a dark and a light and a dark and a light. You can do scrappy all over it. So we'll see when that goes together, because that's going to be after the shooting star. But
that's going to be fun.
Guys, I think that's it. Okay, I think we're good. Hope everybody has a fantastic day and stays warm. I know that we are getting colder weather. I've seen where several of our northern friends and very northern friends probably are knee deep in snow right now. So stay safe and stay warm, and continue. Well, the group is going to stay open as long as we want to leave it open. So continue to show us those the blocks that you're doing and the progress that you're working on. We want to be excited and share it with all of you guys. So thanks so much, and we'll see you. We'll check in at some point. See you guys.
Thanks for joining.